Hello everyone, welcome to Data Studio. I am Nisha and today we will learn about DDL commands in SQL. So let's take a look at DDL commands. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. A DDL command, as the name suggests, is used to define and modify database objects. It simply deals with description of a database schema and is used to create and modify the structure of database objects in the database. Some of the common DDL commands are create, drop, alter, truncate, and rename. Now you must be wondering what are database objects. Database objects are essential components that are used to store and manage data. Some common examples are tables, views, procedures, functions, schemas, triggers, indexes, and alias. Now let's learn to create, alter, and drop a database. Remember, in SQL Server, there are two ways to create, alter, and drop a database. First, using graphically using SSMS. Second, using query. So for this demo, I'll be using query to create database, alter database, and rename a database. You must keep in mind while creating a database, two files gets generated, MDF file and LDF file. MDF file is also called as data file which contains the actual data, and LDF file, also known as transaction log file, is used to recover the database. And we have two types of database, system databases and user defined databases. System databases comes with the SQL Server installation, whereas databases that we create are known as user defined database. Now let's look at how we can create, alter, and drop a database using a SQL query. Now let's create a sample database. We give create database and name of the database that we want to create. Here, let's execute this command. So once we execute this command, you'll see that command completed successfully and you can see a new database has been created. To see that, go to Object Explorer database and refresh the databases. Once you do that, you'll be able to see the new database sample1 has been created. Now let's try to alter this. Before that, I just want to show you how many files have been created for this sample1. Go to the data files, data folder of SQL Server, and here, let me just refresh it. There. Sample1 and sample1 log has been created for this database. First one is primary data file, and if you see here, the one with log is transaction log file. Now let's go back to SSMS and try to alter the name of this database. So here we give alter command, alter database, current name of the database, that is sample1, and we give modify name as new name, that is sample2. I want to rename sample1 as sample2. Now select this statement and execute. So you see here the database name sample2 has been set. Now let's refresh and see if the name got changed. So here you'll see sample2 database. There is another way in SQL Server. SQL Server has a system store procedure called sp rename db, using which you can rename a database. So here you give the current name of the database, that is sample2, comma, new name of the database that you want to rename. Before I execute this command, I just want to show you that the moment we rename sample1 to sample2, let's see what happened to the data files. Go back, go to the data folder, and we'll see here the file name remained unchanged. Now let's go back to SSMS and execute this. So this is another way to rename a database using system store procedure. You see the database name sample1 has been set. Now, if you want to drop this database, you can just run a drop command, drop database, and the current name of database. That is sample1. You'll see here the command completed successfully. Let's refresh databases and see if we are able to sample one. We are able to see sample. No. So you see here there is no database called sample one. So it means that this database has been dropped. Let's take a look at the data files, and we see here there is no file related to sample one database. So with this, let's conclude by saying that dropping a database deletes MDF and LDF files. You can't use a database if it's currently in use. So if other users are connected, you need to put the database in single user mode and then drop the database. And with rollback immediate option, it will roll back all the incomplete transaction and closes the connection to the database. Also keep in mind that system databases can't be dropped. In the next video, we will learn to create tables and work with tables. So if this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe to stay updated, and leave a comment if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover. Thank you.